Big things have small beginnings.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the stream. I hope you guys are having a great morning. Bitcoin is now well above 15,000, testing prices closer to 15,300. I think we actually already hit 15,300 on this run so far. Guys, let me know how you're feeling in the chat right now. This is absolutely unbelievable. Make sure you guys let me know if the audio is good. So we're going to get started here in just a second. Absolutely incredible day today, guys. I hope you guys filled your bags, and I hope you guys are also filling your Ethereum bags for ETH2. Don't forget about Ethereum, guys. ETH2, do not underestimate it. Make sure you fill your ETH bags because ETH is going to be doing something pretty similar to Bitcoin soon, in my opinion. So what do we got right now? We got Ethereum pumping up this morning as well, up to 415 right now. And we also have Chainlink getting a nice rebound, a nice recovery above $11 once again. So Chainlink is also finding some support here, although the altcoins have been lagging behind because Bitcoin is performing so damn well and it's taking the spotlight at the moment. Guys, you know, people are always asking, when are the altcoins going to pump? Well, you know, once Bitcoin consolidates, you know, Bitcoin has just been on a non-stop moonshot, right? Not giving the alts any chance to move. But, you know, right now, guys, it's Bitcoin's time. And ultimately, Bitcoin making this type of a move, you know, this type of a significant run-up is going to be very, very good for the entire market, right? It's going to be good for everyone. So just hang in there, guys. I'm pretty sure the bull market is now starting, and we also have the S&P 500, the stock market, running up as well, which is really nice to see that we're starting to get a bounce on that front as well. So that's cool. Guys, definitely smash up that like button. Let's get 100 likes before we get into the stream. Let's get 100 likes for 15K minimum. Also, we did the giveaway in Patreon recently. So congrats to Karen, Mark Land, and Alex Ho for winning the Bitcoin price prediction contest in Patreon. Karen won 1 Ethereum. Good morning, guys. Just letting people join in the chat before we get started here. So Bitcoin currently trading at 15,264. You guys, the other day was a pretty good time to get into some of the alts to accumulate at that low, right? That's kind of what I was thinking. I was thinking to myself the other day, I was like, you know, if the stock market, if Bitcoin are going to rally, you know, soon, that means that alts are probably at the lowest point. So I was also accumulating some alts the other day as well, because it's pretty good. When the alts are down like that, that's when you want to buy. Also, the S&P 500, look at this. Unbelievable week so far. Let's go to the daily chart so we can see what's going on here. The S&P 500 is currently testing that downward sloping resistance. And this is pretty important for crypto because when the S&P 500 enters a bull market, so does Bitcoin generally. That's usually how it goes. It's how it's always gone. And the S&P 500 is starting. I mean, this look at these daily candles. Unbelievable week. What a start to the week. So from that low, S&P is already up over 9%. And if we can get a breakout here, if the S&P can get a breakout into a new trend to the upside, you know, a nice breakout, oh man, Bitcoin is very likely headed for 20K and probably going to end up going into a new bull market. And you know, it's always a good thing when the S&P 500, when the stock market is bullish, because that is going to allow bullish speculators to speculate on Bitcoin as well. And we're almost at the all-time high for the S&P. This is important, guys. The S&P has only less than 2% away from the all-time high. So that's good to see. Awesome to see. And Bitcoin is breaking out above this upward sloping price channel that we were in on the weekly. So Bitcoin is starting to get a breakout to the upside. And we're going to see, a lot of people are waiting for that 30% retrace. They're wondering where it's going to come in. And what I mean by that is, like, you know, on the last bull market, you know, every time Bitcoin had a major run up, we always got some sort of major pullback. Like this pullback was just about 30%. So from this high to this low, I guess you could go to this low as well, but from this high to this low, it's about 30%. From this high to this low, 38%. From this high to this low, 34%. From this high to the next low, this is the last bull market, 40%. From this high to this low, 40%. So when you're, you know, even below the all-time high right here, we had these types of retracements. So when you're getting these major run-ups, that's what you tend to get that. So the question is, when is Bitcoin going to play out that pullback? Are we even going to get that pullback? You know, how bullish are we? And, you know, if we pull back, let's just say we do pull back from here. This is just speculation. I'm just talking here. Bitcoin would probably come back to test at least 12,000, right? Maybe we go higher first, right? Maybe we go to like 16.2 first, and then we have that 30% correction or so. Who knows, right? Maybe it doesn't happen at all. Maybe it doesn't even happen at all, guys. Let me see something here. I think I just got rid of that by accident. But guys, let me know in the chat. Do you think 15,300 is the top, or are we going higher? Click 1 if you think we're going higher than 15.3K in the near term. Click 2 if you think this is the top as I redraw this resistance. Let me know in the chat, guys. I mean, there's enough momentum, especially with the stock market being bullish. I think there's enough momentum to keep moving upward. But we'll see, right? What is the chat saying here? Most people think we could probably go higher. I agree. We could definitely go higher. There's no confirmation of a top yet, but we'll see. If we do continue up from here, very likely what we're going to be seeing is a push up to 16.2, about 16.2, which is, if you're looking at the weekly chart, that's the next major area. You know, between the current resistance where we're breaking out from, this general red box, there's nothing really too specific about this, but the next specific target would be about 16,200, which is where these weekly candles close on the first lower high after we hit, you know, just below 20K in 2018. The first lower high, we had two, you know, weekly close and open at 16,200. That is the next target in my opinion. And then as high as 17,200, that wick high. So in my opinion, that would be the most likely next target. But we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. You know, we're kind of in no man's land right now. We're breaking above that upward sloping price channel, but we're in an area that there's not much historic price action. So, you know, there's a lot of possibilities, right? There's definitely a lot of possibilities here. Anything can happen, of course, but we'll see, right? So my personal area, you know, a lot of people are freaking out right now because they're like, oh my God, I didn't buy enough Bitcoin. Should I be buying right now? Should I FOMO now? Should I wait? I mean, guys, it's usually usually the best idea is to wait, right? Usually the best idea is to, you know, even if we run up to 16.2, 17.2, you know, the best idea is usually to wait because you usually get some kind of consolidation correction before the run up. It's still, in my opinion, it's still less likely that we go straight to 20,000 and just break it. I think that's very unlikely. So, you know, I would just wait for some kind of consolidation. Maybe we just retest that previous high, 13.8, 14K. Maybe it's a slight retrace. Maybe it's deeper, 12K. But I would just say get your accumulation positions ready. Be ready to accumulate. You know, you could look to attempt to accumulate along the previous resistance at 13.8, 14K. If we pull back there at some point, you know, maybe we run to 16.2, 17.2 before a pullback. But I'm saying you could have some buy orders set there, right? I personally wouldn't FOMO. A lot of people in my Discord, by the way, the links for the Discord are below. A lot of people in my Discord are like, or in the VIP chat are like, oh my God, should I buy now? And it's like, don't, you know, hopefully you already own Bitcoin, because if you do, then you're making money anyway, right? Otherwise, just relax, let it play out, and buy the next dip. You know, just the buy the dip strategy is now in play, right? Buy the dip is now in place. Since March, since we crashed, buy the dip, we run up, pull back, buy the dip, run up, pull back, buy the dip, run up, next pullback, buy the dip. I personally think that the buy the dip strategy is now in play and that you should be buying the dips. So definitely keep that in mind. BTFD, guys, BTFD. On the next dip, definitely consider accumulating. At least consider it. But I'm not a financial advisor. Let's see what Ethereum's doing. Ethereum looking pretty good. So we have never really been able to, if you're looking at the Ethereum daily chart, Ethereum has not been able to confirm support at 420. 420 is a significant area of resistance in the past. We found resistance here on the way up, resistance here again not too long ago. And if you go back to the weekly chart, you know, this is also a major resistance. Looking at the left side of the screen, let me just actually pull up this arrow here so you can see. 420 right here, just below 420 resistance, just below 420 support. So, but that's the area that we're already above right now. I can mark that up as well, just so we have that historic price action accounted for. But 420 also a significant support from the past. And even 420 was a significant support right there before the breakdown in 2018. You see that? And so we know that there's historic price action there. And if we go back to the daily chart, we can see that. Okay, 420, what do we have? Resistance here, and we were not able to hold it as support here or here. So if Ethereum can pop up above 420, confirm support, that would be, in my opinion, you know, bullish confirmation in a lot of ways. So then you could be looking for, you know, if we can hold that level, you'd be looking for 488, 500 as the next major upside target. And, you know, with the recent news, ETH2, the contract being released, guys, I do think that Ethereum is going to be getting very bullish very soon, and buying Ethereum below this major red box of resistance, I think is an incredible deal. I don't understand how Ethereum's price is not going up more right now, and I think it is completely underestimated, undervalued, and I think, you know, buying ETH under 420. Even though buying into resistance is it's never a good idea, but, you know, I would say as an accumulation area, I think it's a great idea. Accumulating Ethereum below this resistance. I personally think once we get above it, it's going to be game on, guys. It's going to be game on for Ethereum. Reserve Ranger says bears are officially dead. I think so, guys. I think they've been killed. Yeah. I believe so. I believe the bears are dead, guys. Bears are dead. I mean, maybe not for the alts, but definitely for Bitcoin. Definitely for Bitcoin. I mean, if you go to... Let's go to the weekly. One view that I always like to look at for Bitcoin is go to the weekly chart and then just look at the chart like this. Just look at only the peaks. And it's like, okay, guys, here we go. Here's the total history of the highest Bitcoin prices we've ever seen. Here it is, 20K, 13.8, and now 15,200, 15,300. Guys, look at this. Like, you know, it's almost hard to believe, right? I'm not even sure if my brain, because I've been watching this market for so many years, and I don't know if my brain has really fully registered what's happening right now. Though I see it on the chart, but I don't think it's really clicked in my head yet. I think the bear market made me numb. I don't feel anything anymore. But so that's unfortunate. But yeah, this is incredible. Look at this. The peak price history for Bitcoin. The highest peaks. We are now creating the second one. And it's absolutely amazing to see. Absolutely amazing to see. Just going to go through chat. I think I missed chat. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Definitely smash up that like button. Let's see if we can get... Guys, we have almost 600 people watching, which means we should have 600 likes on this stream already. Hit that like button. And also subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you're new. And we'll go over some of the potential buy areas as well. Because I know a lot of people are probably tuning in that are new to crypto, new to Bitcoin. So first of all, subscribe to the channel. Second off, you're probably wondering what you should be doing right now. I'm sure there's a lot of people wondering what to do. So we're going to be talking about that. So let me go through chat. I missed some chat. Missed a lot of chat, actually. Guys, let me know how you're feeling in the chat now that we're seeing Bitcoin crushing that 15K level. Let's see what chat is saying. Everything is on fire. Yeah, guys, even the altcoins are starting to find some support. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. 5K until all-time high. Yep. Guys, that's it, guys. There's not much. I mean... Look at this. If we just go from all-time high to now, we're only like 20% away. That's it. That's it. 20% away. Just about, at least. Just about 20% away, guys. That's unreal. That is unreal, right? Only 22% out from actually surpassing the moon. From surpassing the moon. So I got my $5 coffee here. And this morning, I wrote, went out to grab a morning coffee. I come back and Bitcoin's at 15,000 plus. The new normal. This is the new normal, guys. You go out to get coffee and Bitcoin's $1,000 above where you thought it would be. Robert says the weekly parabolic stop and reverse indicator is still bullish. That's right, it is. So if we're looking at that right now, the parabolic stop reverse indicator on the weekly is still very bullish. This dotted line here, or these dots. Yeah, so we're still, I mean, we're still well positioned for a continued run up. So, and that's another thing to remember is, so we have a lot of these corrections on the way up in the last bull market, right? We were talking about this earlier. I guess I'll mark up this one as well. Like this one's 30%, 38%, 37%, 34%, 40%, 40%, right? So pretty big corrections, right? If you're leverage longing the top, you're going to get liquidated, right? So keep that in mind. And you could be looking, I mean, the parabolic stop and reverse indicator is probably not a good indicator to tell you when the reversal is going to take place. The reversal is probably going to take place before we get the parabolic stop and reverse indication on the weekly. But just keep in mind, You know, we are pointed bullish right now in the current state of Bitcoin. We're pointed bullish here. But if we do get a correction at any point, you know, just expect we could see potentially, you know, just to keep ourselves in check, just to stay cautious, you know, depending on where we run up to, there's always the possibility for a major correction down. You know, maybe we hit 17.2, pull back, who knows? The interesting thing though, here's the difference though right now. And this is why, you know, things are looking even more bullish than they did in 2016. Things are looking more bullish because if you look at that trend that we were on in 2016, we had this upward sloping trend line. And then this upward sloping, or I'll just mark up the resistance here, right? So we had this like upward sloping channel, which wasn't, I guess it's not a perfect channel, but I mean, look, we were, you know, steady, very steady, just hitting that resistance, resistance, resistance. And then if you look here, chart is a little bit cluttered, but you see the resistance is very consistent, very consistent. We break above it, then we confirm support along it, and this is above the all-time high. So before we broke the all-time high in 2016, we never broke out of the channel. We never broke out of the channel. Here, we're breaking out of the channel. So things are getting quite bullish pretty quickly. And I've heard some theories about why, and it's because of these exchange issues, like OKX and Huobi and KuCoin or whatever, and there's like a lot of Bitcoin locked up. There's a lot of Bitcoin locked up in these major exchange wallets, so the supply is very thin, right? So there's not that much Bitcoin around in the market as a whole. So if people are trying to market buy Bitcoin, you know, there's not that they gotta, you know, there's not that many Bitcoin available, so the price is able to go up easier. That's the theory that I've heard. That kind of makes sense. So, you know, if there was more Bitcoin available in the market overall, maybe we would have found resistance, come back, continued up in the channel, just like 2016. But we have so much demand right now. And also, of course, guys, we have the news from PayPal. PayPal plans a much wider embrace of cryptocurrency, including Venmo use. So this is pretty amazing. PayPal CEO Dan Schulman provided new details about the company's recent embrace of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies on Monday. So guys, on Monday, November 2nd, the CEO of PayPal was saying that they're going to have their customers exposed to the crypto industry, basically. And they can use crypto for purchases from 20 million merchants that use the company's platform. And the arrangement says the arrangement won't result in any incremental fees for customers. So that's pretty cool. And they're also going to move this over to Venmo as well. So PayPal, I mean, guys, this is mass adoption. This is mass adoption, right? What was I saying the other day? One of the last tweets I made, I was saying this one right here. I said, mass adoption is coming for crypto. This time it's actually confirmed. Tons of institutional interest. Get your bags filled. If the stock market enters a bull market post-election, Bitcoin is going to break 20,000, or at least it's very likely. So that's pretty cool, right? And again, we have these major players like PayPal saying, you know, we're going to hop on this crypto train. We're going to get involved because we see the potential here. So that's awesome. Huge news. And also JP Morgan is now bullish on Bitcoin. They're now bullish on Bitcoin. Think about that. JP Morgan is now bullish on Bitcoin. Isn't that amazing? Kevin Effing1 coming in with a $2 donation says, BTC dominance at resistance. Well, if you just look at what the altcoins are doing, you don't even really have to look at the dominance chart to know. You can see that like if we're looking at Chainlink, one of the top cryptocurrencies, it is bouncing up right now. We are seeing a nice bounce, and Ethereum is also coming up, right? So if it doesn't mean that Bitcoin's going to sell off. It doesn't necessarily mean that. If Ethereum breaks above 420, confirms support and runs up, then we know that Bitcoin dominance is probably topping out. right, for the time being, doesn't mean that Bitcoin has to sell off, and that, you know, maybe the altcoins are going to start running, or at least, you know, catching up, right? So I would keep your eye for the Bitcoin dominance chart. Keep your eye on Ethereum right now at this 420 resistance. If we can snap above it and get support along it, then yeah, Bitcoin dominance might begin to curl over. If Ethereum can't get above this, then maybe not. Kevin Effing one, I appreciate that $2 dono. Yeah, guys, there's a lot of chat here, so like if you put in like a small dono, I might see your question, but I don't know. There's people asking so many questions right now. I definitely can't answer this, and I'm missing all the chat. Crypto Crazy Cali, I'm here. I'm still here. Crypto Crazy Cali, what's up, man? Crypto Crazy Cali was actually one of my first viewers ever. With the first live stream I did, I had 6 viewers, and it was just me and Crypto Crazy Cali talking in the chat together. It was just me and him talking in the chat back in early 2018. When Bitcoin was at like 12K or something, or I don't even know, 10K, and I was calling for $2,500, Crypto Crazy Cali was like the only person that believed in me at the time. It was like the only one. Yeah, and Chainlink was at like 25 cents. Someone says you got the best live stream music. I appreciate that. I hope the volume is good too. I hope the volume is okay. Let's see, I've missed some more chat. So somebody's saying, Marintez, I'm not going to say your name, Marintez2, says, if you sell now, the risk is higher than if you stay. Well, I mean, somebody, you know, there's a lot of people right now. There's a lot of people in the chat. I don't know. There's probably a lot of new people. By the way, smash up that like button. Let's get 1,000 likes on this stream. Let's see if we can hit 1,000 likes on this stream. And also subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I know there's probably a lot of new people watching. There's probably a lot of people that are scrolling through YouTube that's typed in Bitcoin Live, enter, and then they click on my video right now and they're watching as a new viewer. That's probably what just happened because Bitcoin is mooning. And so there's a lot of people that might be kind of noobs, and they're going to be wondering, should I be buying now? Should I be selling now? You know, a lot of people always ask the question, you know, when should I buy? When should I sell and then buy back lower? Like everybody wants to make these perfect trades where they're going to sell at the top and then buy the low. And like, I see this all the time, and you know, it's for the majority of people, they don't do it right. For the majority of people, do not sell the exact top and buy the exact low. Especially if you're new to trading, you're probably going to end up selling, thinking this is the top. It's going to go higher. You're going to go, oh no, and then buy back, and then that's going to be the top, and then you're going to take a loss and sell as it dumps, and then you're gonna chop yourself up, right? You're just going to get chopped up. So don't get chopped up. What you need to do is make a plan to get more cash, because guys, let's be honest with ourselves here. We all want to be the greatest traders in the world, but let's be honest. Who the hell outperformed Bitcoin in 2016, 2017? Nobody. If you just bought and held, you made way more money than somebody that was just trying to buy and sell all day long, right? There's no point. There's no point in doing that unless you're an experienced trader that knows what they're doing and they've been doing it for a long time. Otherwise, just find good areas of value to buy and hold. If you believe in cryptocurrencies as the future of finance, which I do, then there's no reason to sit there and you know, get chopped up. Especially if you're new, you're going to get chopped up. So what I would say is just wait for the pullbacks, buy the dips, right? Make a plan to get more cash somehow, you know, whether through income, whatever, get more cash and that you plan to put into the market and buy the next dip, right? Because everyone just wants to sell the top and buy the low. Good luck. Maybe you'll do it. Some of you might do it. But for the new traders, just get more cash and buy the dip. The next major red candle on the weekly chart, you're going to buy that one, right? That's what you're going to buy. But I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just giving you my 2 cents. But yeah, I mean, it's unlikely that Bitcoin goes straight to 20K and then just breaks out. So I would just wait for the next dip, buy the dip. Now, here's the interesting thing. We are like, you know, coming up, I mean, we're like on this upward sloping price channel here, right? And it depends on how bullish it depends on how bullish Bitcoin really is. Bitcoin broke above this price channel. If we, you know, let's say we continue up and we hit 16.2, maybe even as high as 17.2. Let's say we, you know, run up 16.2. Let's say we even go as high as 17.2. If we pull back to the channel, if we get a significant bounce off that level, you know, it's possible that we get way more bullish than most people expect, and that we're going to hit 20K even sooner than we think. So if we run up and we pull back to this upward sloping resistance line or the price channel, and we confirm support on that, we bounce, and we get good volume on that support, you know, that could be the dip buy. That could be the low before the next run. This is like, this, in my opinion, this is like the most bullish outcome probably right now. And what that would be like is like almost like this area in 2016, 2017, I guess. Like we were talking about as an example, it would be something like this, where, you know, you have a price channel, you break out. Whoops. You break out of the price channel, you come back, you confirm it as support, and then you run up. So we're like in a position to potentially do that right now. It's different, but I'm just saying it's just an example. We're in a position to potentially do that right now. So maybe we continue up. Maybe we hit 16.2, 17.2, and then we confirm the next support along the price channel. Who knows, right? If we do, that would be your dip buy. If we fail, then you're going to be looking for 13.8, 14K, if not 12K, as in 12K, in my opinion, would be the absolute lowest price Bitcoin would hit now going into the next year. So if you ever see Bitcoin at 12K in the future, that is like the optimal entry. It's becoming less and less likely as each week goes by, right? But now we're outside the price channel, so who knows? If we confirm support on it, that's going to get unbelievably bullish. Guys, we got 690 people watching. Let's see if we can get 690 likes on this stream. And subscribe if you're new. Let me see something here. I think we're good. Guys, if we have 690 people watching, we should have 690 likes. That's the deal. That's the deal. 14K is the new 12K, says Noah, and that's kind of what I'm getting at, right? Like as we were sitting at 13.8, you know, the optimal entry was 12, right? Like we were just kind of just pushing this resistance, and you know, in my videos I was talking about how if we ever come back to 12, you know, there's so much confluence there that we have confluence with the upward sloping trend line, we have confluence with the 21-week EMA, we have confluence with the previous resistance. So I was saying if we get rejection here and we hit 12K, that's the optimal entry. But there's a lot of factors playing into Bitcoin right now that are making the price go up much faster than even I expected, which is great, but also, you know, it means that we're not getting as many buy opportunities now, right? So we'll see. Chiva says, join Patreon and thank me later. What's up, Chiva? I'm not sure which patron you are, but I appreciate you commenting. You guys, that links are below if you want to join Patreon. You get extra content. You can join my VIP chat in Discord, which is pretty much where I spend most of my time, in the VIP chat. And also, you can take a look at my secondary portfolio, which is currently valued at probably like 57,000. So I built a portfolio in Patreon that my patrons are able to track. What is that now? 57,821. It's doing pretty good. I started that at the beginning of the year, and it's gone really, really well. Let's see what chat is saying before we continue here. What is Chainlink doing? Chainlink is doing pretty good. Man, the Chainlink chart. I really wish Chainlink had held this support line, because that would have just looked way better, but it didn't. So the Chainlink chart looks a bit ugly, but you know, we're coming back up to this for Chainlink. We're coming back up now. We created very consistent higher lows. The market structure was looking really good, right? Chainlink was looking for another bounce here. I'm pretty sure I even bought this dip right here, thinking that, okay, this is probably a good area to buy. We start bouncing, and then Bitcoin shot up again. And then all the altcoins were like, nope, and then just dumped below support, broke that support line. And then I bought the dip again here. But Chainlink has now found support right below $10. And now we're coming up to the previous upward sloping resistance. And really what you want to see at this point is you want to see, you know, a daily candle close above the 21-day EMA, this blue line, and also a daily candle close above this previous support. Right now it is resistance. I mean, it's not a coincidence, guys. The crypto market is heavily based on TA because it's very much based on speculation. So technical analysis is absolutely paramount in the crypto market. There's less fundamental factors, right? In the stock market, there's way more fundamental analysis than crypto. Anyway, you have this upward sloping trend line, and right now we just got a little bit of a wick on the daily right off of that trend line. So that's new resistance. So you want to get if the daily can close above this, that would be good. Whoops. So for Chainlink, if the daily closes above this general area, $11.40, $11.40, that would be a pretty good sign. So that's pretty good. We're still kind of just stuck in this range. But that's most alts right now. That is most alts. I'm most excited for Ethereum. Ethereum is poised for a major breakout. It's just so wound up. Like when Ethereum breaks out, it's going to be epic. It's going to be absolutely epic. And that's why I've been saying buying Ethereum in this accumulation range is probably a good idea. Probably a good idea. What was I saying before this? Wait, I was going to look at chat, I think. Crypto Caramel Dreams says crypto derivatives are adding new momentum to the markets. Well, now that you mentioned that, that's another thing that I have here. Crypto derivatives. So again, JP Morgan's bullish on Bitcoin now, right? First they laugh at you, then they ignore you, then they fight you, then you win. And that's what is now happening with Bitcoin. We're winning now. We're finally winning. And we have like people like PayPal, JP Morgan, like all these big players are now embracing crypto. And they're going to integrate their businesses, you know, with crypto. And the general population of the world is going to be exposed to crypto now, which is going to drive up. And that's the thing. When you get institutional involvement, when you get the big players involved, not only do they have a lot of money to put into the market, but they are going to expose all of their clients, the general population, to the crypto industry. So the next bull market is going to be fueled by institutional involvement and institutional marketing, right? The institutions who are now investing in the crypto industry are going to be marketing the crypto industry so that they can make money. So that's, you know, and with all of that, what happens? You get regulation. And someone was just mentioning, derivatives. What we recently saw was that the Commodities Future Trading Commission charged BitMEX with illegally operating derivatives exchange. So BitMEX was breaking the Bank Secrecy Act and was not operating in the guidelines of, you know, the anti-money laundering regulations. So the CFTCs came after them and people got arrested, right? So the derivatives, you know, is becoming more regulated here in crypto. Also, Hong Kong wants cryptocurrency trading platforms to be regulated. So Hong Kong is following in the same steps as the United States and starting to regulate people or entities. And that's why we saw Huobi recently. Huobi was transferring like thousands and thousands of Bitcoin all at once. And I personally believe, I don't have confirmation of this, but I think it's a good possibility that they did that because of this. And Huobi has headquarters in Hong Kong. So I think there's a good possibility that probably they were transferring them out from their Hong Kong wallets, something like that. So, crypto derivatives probably helping the run, but also we're going to see more regulation come in because of that as institutions get involved. And what else? The Department of Homeland Security can now track Monero. They have advanced AI systems, blockchain intelligence groups that can, they have supercomputers. The NSA has supercomputers so powerful, it would blow your mind. And they're able to track Monero now. I think they've been able to do it for a long time. So again, the establishment is going to clamp down on crypto soon. They're going to make sure that they have control of it before it goes haywire. And that's why we're seeing intelligence agencies tracking crypto, CFTC hitting these exchanges, Hong Kong regulating. Because I'm pretty sure, and also PayPal getting involved, I'm pretty sure they all know, they're all aware that, bang, crypto is about to get big. It's about to get big, guys. So they're all aware of it and they're getting ready for it. And what we've been saying here in crypto for years is now coming true. It's now coming true, guys. So that's awesome. Guys, if you're enjoying this stream, definitely smash up that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Yeah, I mean, guys, the truth is that Bitcoin probably can't go on another major bull run to 100K unless institutions get involved. It's very likely going to require institutional involvement. There's no way that retail could possibly push Bitcoin to 100K. There's no way. So whether you like it or not, it requires institutional money, and that requires regulation. So you gotta deal with both sides of the coin. You'll probably make more money than you ever thought possible over the next year, but there's gonna be more rules. Um, 5RJ Miranda says, coming in with the $2 dono, says, do you have an exit plan for the next bull market? Yeah, guys, I'm going to be, okay, so that's something we can go over now. I'm going to be analyzing the trend. So, I hope did I miss any other donations? Let me check. I don't think so. Does anyone know? I guess I did. Wait, did someone else just come in with a donation? Okay, BTC until 20K end of year. It's possible. I think it's less likely, but it's possible. I mean, we only have 2 months left. So someone was saying, do you have a plan for the exit of the bull market? So what you want to do is you want to keep in mind how Bitcoin has behaved in the past. So let's take a look. So like even the last bull market, or sorry, from even 2011. So like, let's take a look at this trend. This one's a little bit less defined, but you could look at the parabolic trend like this. I mean, you could, who knows? There's probably multiple interpretations, I guess, but in 2011 going to end of 2013, Bitcoin was on a parabolic trend, and then it came back, tried to find support along it again, tried to run up again, found a lower high, broke the trend. So it's a parabolic trend broke, right? And so this is, this analysis is pretty straightforward. It's a little bit complicated to explain. I've explained it many times on this channel, but here is 2015 going into the end of 2017 to 20K. Bitcoin is on a steady upward sloping trend. We break the all-time high, and then we have 1, 2, 3 major parabolic runs, right? So we have this, we go from a steady upward sloping trend line in 2016. So then when we're in 2017, we start to go parabolic, and we get exponential increase in price, right? We get a parabolic trend, an exponential increase in price. And there's a pretty clear trend here, right? There's a pretty clear trend. And what happens when we break it? Once you break the trend, it's over, right? It's over. And that's the thing. This is how the trends are formed, because you have all the people that were buying Bitcoin below the all-time high down here, and all the people that were accumulating Bitcoin over here. Once Bitcoin breaks the all-time high and goes up, you start to get emotional feedback, right? Everybody that was buying Bitcoin below the all-time high is now going, holy crap, you know, look how much money I'm making. They're making a lot of noise. They're posting on social media. Then all the new people that got in here, right? Once it goes up again, all of those people, plus the people who bought below the all-time high, are all saying, oh my God, look how much money I'm making. And then Bitcoin runs up again. And then everybody that bought Bitcoin at any point is screaming, oh my God, Bitcoin it's the new paradigm. It's the best thing in the world. And then the news, because they know they're going to get good ratings, is talking about it. And then you get this huge blow off top, right? And again, when you see it hit the news cycle like that, everyone that wants to buy buys. And then once everyone's in, that's the end of the run. You break the parabolic trend. There's no more exponential increase in demand. You break the trend, and then that's your sell signal, right? So somebody was asking, when are you going to sell in the next bull market? We're going to see what this parabolic trend looks like, right? What does it look like? What does the parabolic trend look like, right? It'll probably end up being something like this, along the lines of that. Maybe if it's anything like the last bull run. And then if we break the parabolic trend, that's when I'm going to be selling. But maybe it depends. Maybe I'll be scaling out, at a certain price level. Depends on, how much momentum we have if we're holding the parabolic trend. But I know that once we break the next parabolic trend, I'm probably going to get out. But here's the confusing part. Here's the confusing part that's going to trick a lot of people. Right? People are going to say, well, Kevin, that's just too easy. You're just going to sell when we break the parabolic trend. Everyone's going to do that. Well, no, because in the last bull market, look, this is what happened in the last bull market. Ready? People were looking at the price and they saw it break out. And right, they thought that this was the parabolic trend. And then it broke it and they thought that was it. That's the end. But it wasn't. We created a larger scale parabolic trend, and then it went up again, and we broke that one. People thought that's it. It's over. Nope. And we kept running, right? So you have to be able to identify the larger trend, right? You could get faked out. You could get easily faked out in thinking that, and misinterpreting what the trend actually is, right? So you got to expect those 30, 40% corrections in between, and then you'll have a better idea of what the trend is. Somebody came in with a $2. Wait, we have many donations coming in. Wait, and Anthony's coming in again with smells better than 2017. Smells better than 2017. Interesting comment. Appreciate the 2 donos, Anthony. Michael's coming in saying, you think Biden will pay his bail in Bitcoin? Oh, the politics right now, guys. The politics are amazing. Yeah, I mean, the IRS is probably going to start allowing people to pay their taxes in crypto, and which they have already done in a few states. Guys, if you're new, hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying the stream. Also, smash up that like button. Let's get 1,000 likes on this stream. We have 1,000 like goal. 1,000 like goal, guys. Let's get there. Somebody says that banks in Europe are secretly working to create crypto wallets for their customers. Well, they're probably getting ready for it because they don't want to be left behind. Someone's saying, what do you think DeFi future might look like in the middle of all the hoopla? Well, guys, in my opinion, if crypto is going to succeed, DeFi is going to succeed, because the entire point of crypto is basically decentralized finance. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. So DeFi is almost guaranteed to succeed. Is your favorite DeFi project going to succeed? Who knows? Probably not, actually. But DeFi as a whole will probably succeed. We need more decentralization. We need more decentralized exchanges, guys. That's the whole point, right? You know, I don't want to be always going through a middleman. You know, always doing deposits and always doing like, you know, I'm wondering, when are we going to have a fully decentralized way to convert fiat to crypto? Is that ever going to happen? Is that ever going to be possible? Is anyone ever going to allow that? Like straight up, I mean, maybe it already exists and I just don't know about it. How would a bank pay dividends on holding crypto for their clients? How would a bank pay dividends on holding crypto for their clients? Well, guys, there's a lot of different blockchain solutions for all of this stuff. Yeah, what if cash disappears? Yeah, I mean, we're going to have a digital dollar soon, I think. Has anybody seen the TV show Mr. Robot? I just watched it, the one from 2017 or from 2015. And it's a show from 2015, and they actually they have like the villains create eCoin, which is like the corporation's cryptocurrency that helps bail out the country, and they were talking about Bitcoin in 2015 in that show. They were like way ahead of their time. Mr. Robot, it's a really good show. I think that's going to happen. We're going to see corporate currencies coming out. We're going to see the U.S. release a digital dollar. Once they get that in place, then they'll probably be more lenient on allowing corporations to release their own currencies. But I think the U.S. wants to do it first. GGH coming in with a €2 says, first COVID wave crash, second wave bull run. First COVID wave crash, second wave bull run. Yeah, I mean, you could not have asked. I mean, if you're a long-term believer in crypto, you could not have asked for anything more perfect than the COVID-19 crash. It was absolutely perfect. It was the best thing that ever happened. If you're somebody that has full confidence in the future of crypto, it was the best possible thing to happen. Guys, I mean, we go from 3,800 in March to 15,000 in November. Unreal. Unreal. Guys, get off the 5-minute chart. Get off the 5-minute chart. I swear to God. I mean, people are like, is the market correcting now? It's like, okay, we're at 15,140. I think you might be on a too small of a time frame right now. There is no confirmed top. In my opinion, you want to look at the daily chart to see if there's a confirmed top. I mean, you could be looking at the 4-hour, I guess, but keep your eye on the higher time frames. The lower time frames are not going to help you predict a top or get confirmation of a peak in price. It's likely not going to help you. You're going to get confused. Right now, the daily chart does not show any signs of this stopping. The daily chart does not show any signs of this stopping right now. There's no confirmation on the daily yet. I mean, it looks pretty good to me. I guess people are going to be looking. Let's see what the 4 hours looking like. 4-hour looks like there's some resistance coming in, but here's the thing, guys. We're above the price channel, right? So looking at the daily chart, we're currently above the price channel. We're above this resistance line. So yeah, you could say, let's say Bitcoin does see some sellers step in here. Maybe sellers step in. we could still confirm support. We could still confirm previous resistance on as new support, right? And then look for a bounce. So until, in my opinion, until we actually break below this area, if we start to break below that previous resistance, yeah, then you could say, okay, we're getting confirmation that there's less momentum now, there's less demand, and we're breaking down, right? But in my opinion, as long as we're above the price channel, you know, anything is still possible. We could still continue up. So this is why I don't trade lower timeframes. This is why I don't care about lower timeframes, because we could just chop here and continue running. And then what do I care? Why would I care about that? Why not just keep your eye on the daily? And we'll see, you know, maybe we close the daily above 15K, pull back. Maybe we close tomorrow above the price channel, and then we rally again. And then you're worried about all the little things in between. It's not worth it, guys. Again, the people that make the most money in this market, usually long term, the people who make the most money long term, usually are the ones that are playing the long game. Because there's such a small probability that you would actually outperform Bitcoin in a bull run. You're probably not going to. What you're better off doing is getting a nice bag of Bitcoin, holding it, making sure that this bag, you don't touch it. It's staying where it is. You leave that bag there. You don't touch that bag. This is your long-term bag. And then you can play with some other cash for, you know, maybe you want to short the top or long the bottom and you want to play around. That's great. But make sure you don't mess with your long-term bag. Hold it. Just hold it. Right? People always want to sell the top, buy the low so that they can get a bigger bag, but you might end up making your bag smaller by trying to do that. That's the risk. So consider the risk. Right? Consider the risk as well. So again, we're still well above the price channel. Now we're coming to 15,100. So again, we're actually in a very bullish setup. And if we confirm support along this previous resistance of the price channel, we'll probably head to 16.2 over the next week or something, right? So in my opinion, we're well within bullish territory here. And the next area to look at, if we do see resistance here, you know, it would be nice to get a daily candle close above 15K. That'd be pretty cool. If we do pull back at any point, you know, look for support along 14.5, 14.6 of the price channel. Actually, I guess this is not drawing perfectly. This is not drawn perfectly. Hold up. Let's get a perfect resistance line. So I guess it's okay, so this changes things a little bit. You want to close this daily above 14.8. You're going to want to close the daily above 14.8 if this resistance line is correct, which I guess it is, right? This high to this high to this high. So we have 3 touch points there. You're going to want to close this daily above the resistance. So I guess this is another thing you could be looking at. If this daily candle closes above 14,800, that's pretty bullish. You could get some continuation again. If the daily candle closes below 14,800, then that could be your confirmation that, you know, maybe we do actually see some kind of rejection. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, guys. This daily candle, you know, obviously pretty important. People say that about every candle, but this is a pretty substantial move up. So what I would do is mark up that resistance and see where we close, above it, below it. If we close above it, that might mean we have enough demand, enough momentum, and enough buying interest to actually continue up to 16.2. If we close below it, maybe we pull back to 13.8. We'll see. So that price is coming in around 14,800. So right now we're currently below 15K. So I would keep my eye on 14,800. So this is interesting, right? We got the resistance line here at 14.8. About. I guess it's technically like 14,780. So that's the area right now that you want this daily candle to close above it. Now, if we go to the 4 hour, we're going to see right now we're getting rejection. So now what the market is going to do is we're going to come back. We're going to test this area right here that I have marked up probably. 14,780. Let's see, we're coming to it right now. Let's see if we get a wick off of that resistance line. If we find a bounce right off that, because the market, I think bulls are going to be looking to long that as new support. So we're watching this live. This is TA. Let's see if the TA is respected. Let's see if we hold this or not. If we can get a bounce right off this level, 14,800, then we could actually see continuation to the upside. So we're going to see if we can confirm the previous resistance of the channel as new support right now. Let's see what the market does here. If we do get bullish continuation from here, that was the optimal entry, 14.8. We're going to see how much momentum the market has now. You guys saw me drawing this line here. Like, this is for any newbies watching. TA is as simple as that. TA is as simple as that. You don't have to get too complicated. That line was literally the buy target for this bounce. TA can be simple. So 14.8, previous resistance, currently new support. We're going to see, we still have 2 hours left on this 4 hour. We'll see if we get more momentum, more continuation. So that's pretty cool. Guys, let's get at least 600 likes on this stream in the next 30 seconds, if we can do that, which means we need another 150 likes in 30 seconds. Let's see if we can hit that goal. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you're new. So this is pretty interesting, right? We're testing the previous resistance as new support. We're going to see if we can confirm it. Let's go to the 30-minute chart. So the market is attempting to hold it. We're going to see if we can. If not, then, you know, maybe we do pull back to retest the previous resistance at 13.8, maybe, right? If we fall back into the channel. But for now, we're getting a bounce right off that line. Somebody just said wick to 14K on Bitstamp. Is that true? Oh, nice. If you had fishing orders in for short-term dips, you got filled pretty nice. That's pretty interesting. So, wow. So Bitstamp already retested previous resistance as new support here on Bitstamp. So, yeah, alts are seeing a bit of a sell-off now because Bitcoin dumped. $14.5 on Binance, someone says. So what do we have for Ethereum now? Ethereum's just sitting right below resistance, not moving at all. Chainlink is dumping a little bit. So we'll see. But so currently we're doing it. We're doing it for now. If we can get a good 4-hour close here, then maybe we do continue up. But right now, guys, that line is a macro channel, a macro upward sloping support channel. Sorry, a macro upward sloping channel. This is the upward sloping resistance, and we're trying to confirm it as support. And if we do, that's going to give us enough momentum to probably run to 16.2. But if we fall below, this daily candle is important now because this is the first daily candle outside the channel. If we close the daily above the resistance, and we confirm that on the 4-hour support, that could be a signal that we're going higher. If we close below, we might come back to retest some, maybe 13.8 again, right? Because as of right now, I would probably suspect that 13.8 is the most significant level below us, just because of that 2019 high. But we'll see. Going absolutely vertical now on the 3-day. Tarun, what is up, man? How's it going? Oh wait, hold up. Definitely smash up that like button, guys. Almost at 500 likes. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. But you know, the price action has stalled here, guys, so I'm probably going to end the stream soon. We've been streaming for a pretty good amount of time. How long have we been streaming? Over an hour now. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this stream, definitely hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and check out all the links below. All the links below, guys. You can sign up for the Cryptowatch platform, which is the platform you see me use in all these videos and these live streams. This platform, you can sign up for free. Clicking that link in the description for free, create an account. Cryptowatch desktop app, which you saw me use in the beginning of the video, is also free. And some reason I don't know how I got signed out of it. That is also free. Check that out. But we are, guys, here's the cool thing right now. We are confirming that resistance as support here. Well, it's not totally confirmed, but we're getting a really nice bounce on the 4-hour. So the market is acknowledging. So here's the thing. You know, the market is interpreting. The market is interpreting, you know, this resistance as exactly where I've drawn it now, right? So the market interpretation of this channel is correct. That's where the rest of the market is seeing it. And we literally hit that price directly, and now we're bouncing. It would be nice to see this 4-hour close bullish, because then we would have enough continuation, or momentum, I should say, to go to 16.2 probably. Maybe that's where we get the blow off top. Yeah, absolute highest on this run would probably be 17.2 before a blow off top. But we'll see. If we fall below this resistance, which is we're attempting to hold as new support, that's when you can see a correction take place. But definitely keep your eye on the daily candle, guys. Keep your eye on this daily candle close above the resistance or below, right? That'll be a pretty good indication, pretty big indication as to what we do. But we'll see. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me in this stream today. I hope you enjoyed. Definitely hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Patreon if you want to support this channel. You can get extra content. You can actually track my secondary portfolio, join the community, join the VIP chat, and also you can join the general chat. The Discord links are below. Follow me on Twitter, and I'll see you guys in the next stream or video. I'll see you guys soon. Also, big shout out to everybody that donated today. Kevin Effing 1 coming in with the 2. Miranda, Anthony, Michael, GGH. Appreciate you guys all donating to the stream.